Guys, for a particular business to succeed, the mission and the vision of the business must be clearly stated and defined. Why? Because the service that the business will be offering or the product that the business will be offering must solve a particular problem. So in this particular video, I'm here to share with you the overall business plan for starting a local chicken business. So if this is your first time on this particular channel, I'm Isaac from Sinai Farms. Here in this farm, I rear local chickens. Okay, so whatever I'm going to share with you comes from my business plan and the plan I'm using to grow this particular farm. But before I give you the blueprint of starting this particular business, if you are new, subscribe to the channel. And if you have any question regarding rearing these local birds, you must leave it in a comment section of this particular video. Okay, so without wasting any much of your time, let's proceed into this particular video. Now here, the business we want to start is the local chicken business. So the vision and then the mission of this particular business must be defined. Okay, so the first thing we have to consider is the overview of our business. The first thing is the name of the business. Here in this farm, this is Sinai Farms. Okay, so the first thing is you must consider giving your business a name. And then the name must reflect the vision and then the mission of your business. Okay, so this is Sinai Farms. Here I rear local chickens. So that is why I choose the Sinai Farms. Okay, you have to also give your business a name. That is the first thing you must consider. The second thing is the location of the business. So here we are starting a local chicken business. Okay, here we don't need any fancy location just like that. You can use the backyard of your house. Here I'm using a space in my house where I've put up a building which I'm not using for the moment. So this is where I've started the business, and then it's closer to the roadside. I have access to the road. So the location of the business must be well planned. Okay, so for you to start this local chicken business, you don't need any fancy location as at the moment. Okay, you can start from your backyard or you can start using any space in your house. And then the third thing that we are considering is the scale of production. Are we starting small, or we are starting at a medium size, or we are starting large? At my end, what I did was I start at a very small scale, then I increase it to the medium size. So as you are a newbie in this particular industry, or you are somebody that has the passion to start this particular business, you must start from a small ground, then you scale it up within the next 3 months, and then you scale it up to that large size. Okay, now why I started like that is because I don't have any fair knowledge of the business that I'm starting. Okay, I don't have any knowledge, I don't have any experience about how to deal with any occurrence or the risk involved in this business. That is why I started from the small scale level, and then I increase it as I'm gaining the experience. Okay, but here you don't need to worry because I'm here for you. I'm going to be giving you the guidance, all the things I'm doing in my farm. I'm going to be sharing with you so that you can also be implementing it at your end. So you can start from the medium level. Okay, if I say medium level, that means we are going to be considering 100 birds. Now the mission and then the vision of this particular business is simply we are going to go into production of eggs. Okay, because if you conduct a research, you will see that in your locality or in your area, in your country, you not have access to these local chicken eggs just like that. They are not at display at any selling point. Okay, they are special. So that is why we want to bridge that particular gap. We've seen an opportunity. That is the opportunity we want to take hold of. Okay, so it's an opportunity because our business is going to be solving a particular problem. A lot of people are interested in the local chicken eggs, but they don't have enough means of getting it. So it's an opportunity for us. So we are going to go into the production of the local chicken eggs. That is the product we'll be offering our customers. Now the next thing we must consider is how are we going to market our product? How are we going to market these particular eggs? Now in your area or in your locality, in your country, you have a lot of markets that operate. Okay, so you just need to go to the marketplace, go to the specific area where they have been selling these local poultry birds. Go to that section of the market. Okay, there are a lot of sellers there. Go there, ask, okay, ask the people that are selling the local chickens. Ask them whether they have customers that are interested in purchasing the eggs. Get some few numbers, 10, 20 numbers from those people. They will tell you that they are interested. Okay, I did it. and I know what I'm sharing with you. So within your locality, whether you are living in Ghana, in Nigeria, or Uganda, wherever you are living in, it can be any part of the world, you have a marketplace. Okay, so when you go to the marketplace, go to the section where they have been selling these local poultry birds, okay, especially the local chickens. Go to that section, ask the people that are selling these chickens, ask them, and they are going to give you a lot of gist about how you can sell these eggs. Okay, most people will be interested in getting the eggs, but don't reveal to them the purpose why you are asking them. Okay, just go there like somebody who is interested in purchasing the eggs. Don't reveal to them the purpose yet until you start your business, and then you are now into production. Now the next thing we are going to consider is the production operations. Okay, how are we going to start this particular business? How are we going to scale it up, and how we are going to deliver those eggs to our customers if you get them. So here, the first thing you have to consider is the space that you have in your house, or the space that you'll be using. The space must contain a structure, and since we are going in for egg production, our main focus will be the hens. So we'll be going for 100 birds. These 100 birds, we will not just leave them to wander around. They need a confined area, so we need to create a structure for them. So you are going to spend some money to create the structure. Okay, make a very cool structure for where you'll be keeping them. Now these 100 hens, you get them at least 5 to 8 roosters, because we are going to be doing two things. We'll be selling fertilized egg and unfertilized eggs depending on what you want to do, but I prefer you start selling the two, selling both the fertilized egg and then the unfertilized egg. A lot of people are interested in the fertilized egg, so that is why we need the roosters to be mating the hens. Okay, so the structure is very important. And then the next thing is the feeding of these particular birds must be sought out. Okay, so if you are starting, what I did was, and what I will recommend you to do, is get money which you invest into the feed for these particular birds. Okay, invest like 8 weeks of feed for these particular birds, and 8 weeks is about 2 months. Okay, so get money and get the feed for the birds, which will take them at least 8 weeks. Now, a bag of a feed, the growers feed here, is 320 Ghana cedis per 50 kg bag, because it's a business, so we must invest our money into it before the birds begin to produce. Okay, so you have to make provision for the feed, and then the best recommendation I can give you is to get the feed for them, which will take them at least 8 weeks. Okay, that is what I did as I've started this particular farm. This will lessen the burden on you. Now, the next thing you are going to consider is you are going to encounter some health problems or issues about these particular birds. So on this particular channel, you will learn about how I use these local herbs to treat my birds. So you don't need to worry about getting any synthetic medicine or inorganic medicines to cater for their herbs. Everything you need will be shared on the channel for you. Okay, so at that particular point, you are sorted out, and getting these herbs don't require much money. So that is the next thing you consider. You are going to spend some money, but it will not be much. Okay, so if you are considering 100 birds at the start, you can spend like 100 Ghana cedis, which is, let's say, approximately at least $8 to get these things down. Ginger, garlic, and all these stuffs, you get it down. Okay, and then around our villages, we have these greens, so you be getting the greens to supplement their feeds. Now, the last thing in a production operation is getting the birds. Now, from my experience, what I will recommend you to do is don't get the small or the young birds. Don't get the young chickens. Okay, when you are going, go and get birds that are 4 months old, that are at the point of laying. And then these birds, at least get them in sets or in batches, because you are not going to get all the 100 birds from one particular farmer, because you know, in our locality they don't raise these local birds that much. You can get at least 10 from a particular place, you get at least 10 from a particular place. What you must consider is all the birds you'll be getting, make sure they are of the same age. Okay, or the variation is not huge enough, the gap is not huge enough, the interval can be a week or 2 weeks. Okay, so that is the most important thing you have to do. We are getting the birds that are at the point of laying, 16 weeks or 4 months old birds. Okay, here in Ghana you can get those birds at 40 Ghana cedis, but if you can negotiate it well, and then you get this bet, let's say 20 from a particular seller or a particular place, 10 from a particular place, and then you are buying it in bulk, you can negotiate it well, and then they will give it to you at 35 cedis or 37 Ghana cedis. That is the range. So from the structure to getting the best is our production operations, and we have to sort it out. That is what I did, and that is what I'm recommending you to do, from the structure down to the feeding, down to the health issues, and then down to getting the birds. Now, all those things are our input, okay? Now, our output is now the birds will be producing eggs for us, and then we have to be selling the eggs. What I did was, at my end, a crate contains just 10 eggs. That is what I did at my end, but you don't need to follow it. You can also use a different system, okay? But at my end, a crate just contains 10 eggs because I want it to be more accessible and more affordable to the customers, especially those that will be eating it, okay? Because our local chicken eggs, they cost. The cost here, one is 3 Ghana cedis. That is the price at which I'm selling one. So it's costly than that of the layers egg, the commercial layers egg. So I make it to be 10 so that a lot of people can afford it and it can be readily available for people. So you have to prepare a place where you'll be preserving these eggs so that they'll be well preserved, and when you give it to your customers, they will like it, okay? Now, remember our local birds, when you get them at the point of laying, as they begin to lay, they are going to start laying small eggs. Don't worry. What you are going to do is just relax. All what you need for your birds to start to lay big eggs for you, I'll share them with you on the channel. But if you are new, you can go through all the live streams I've been doing. I share with you the techniques so that my birds are laying big eggs. You'll see them in the videos, but I will share them in videos for you, which will not be long, so that you can also consume such content, okay? So don't worry if they begin to lay small eggs. That is their first experience in laying. With time, if you are feeding them following my recommended technique I've been using and how I'm supplementing them with the organic herbs and greens, you are going to see the result. They will begin to lay big eggs for you, and then your customers will like it, okay? So guys, this is the first part of the business plan to become a millionaire, just raising these local chickens, okay? Be ready for the part 2, and if you like this particular video, don't forget to hit the like button. If you have any question, leave it in a comment box below. If you have any doubts or you want me to give a clarification on a point, leave it in a comment section below. I'll be very glad to provide a video like that for you, okay? So guys, I'll see you for the part 2 in another wonderful video.